Somebody answer it, please. You ever been got by love? Ever been in love? You're in love right now? You ever had love to embrace you, come alongside of you and take you for a ride? Have you ever been in the ups and downs of love? Well, that's what we're going to deal with on this morning. The text to talk and the takeaway. Love got you. Love got you. I want you to look at 1 John 4:18. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, for perfect love casts out or drives out all fear. There is no fear in love, for perfect love drives out, casts out all fear. John is writing to the church, and in this group of believers, they're under great persecution. And as a result of that, they are extremely concerned about their relationship with God. As a result of them being concerned about their relationship with God, John, or the Johannine writer, who tells us in a very theological and biblical, systematic way who God is. God is love, God is light. And that's who John, who the writers tell us how he introduces us to God. God is the Word. And so he also says that he wants them to know, look, the God you serve, the God that you're in relationship with, you might have stubbed your toe. You might have done one thing or another. I just need you to know, John writing to them, saying, look, the perfect love of God is such that he casts out any fear that you may have of being rejected by him. Now, the question I raised this morning, have you ever been got by that kind of love? Do you have that kind of love? Do you want to receive that kind of love? Not just with God, but in general relationships. Three things I want to share with you on this morning. That is, in order to kind of operate in that vein, in order to kind of get to that place, the first thing is be the love you want. Be the love. Write it down. Put it down. Be the love you want. In Proverbs 10:12, it says this: hate stirs up, but love covers up our sin. Hate stirs up, but love covers up our sin. Sometimes we can be so preoccupied with the mote in somebody else's eye that we forget the beam that we're walking around in our own. And in fact, Jesus really was telling not only the truth, but a comical truth. He says that little bitty speck of dust or dirt that has gotten in your eye, or just a splinter, a piece of wood from his carving as a carpenter. And then he says the beam is really what's going on with you. You paying attention to that speck, that little sawdust that coming from the carpentry that I'm doing. But you walking around with a whole beam in your eye. So in order to get the love that you want, be the love that you want. Don't worry about the sin that you are observing all around. Just be that love. Because what? Proverbs 10:12 says, hate stirs up, but love covers up our sins. The second thing is this: be mindful you are not perfect. I want you to get that. Be mindful that you are not perfect. What am I saying here? 1 Peter 4:8 says this: love covers a multitude of sin. In other words, God has already accepted you. He's already accepted you. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because he's already accepted you. And I've found that it's hard to love when you've not even accepted and love yourself. Love thy neighbor as thyself. In other words, I can't even commit to love my neighbor until I know how to love myself. Sometimes we can be in such self-hatred, especially as African Americans. We sometimes we hate our hair. Sometimes we hate our lips. Sometimes we hate our nose. Sometimes we hate our physique. But I always say this: look, that's how God made me. To all of the women, you say, I'm trying to slim down, I'm trying to do this or whatever. You need to know something. Those African hips is what brought us to where we are right now. You better get a hold of that. So don't hate who you are. Because be mindful, you're not perfect. 1 Peter 4:18 says love covers all of that. He looks over all of that and he accepts all of that about us. Accept it in yourself so that you can love someone else. Kind of hard to love somebody if you're not quite loving yourself. Here's the third thing I want you to get. Be on guard with your heart. Be on guard with your heart and your love. Proverbs 4:23 says this: guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the issues of life. Let's just be honest. As you're learning to love, as you're learning to walk in love, and knowing God's love, let's just be honest and know this. Everybody ain't ready for your love. Can we just be honest? Can you just accept that? You know what? Now, I can love you as a Christian brother or sister, but giving you the love that causes me to be in relationship we're talking about, guard your heart. Guard your heart, because everybody ain't ready for you. Understand that. Everybody ain't ready for the person that God is creating in you to give of yourself. So you got to guard your heart so that you can be mindful that love don't get you too quick and that you don't get in love too soon. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: let the love of God have its way in your life, because his love is the love that got you. It's his love that the love of God. If nobody else love you, if nobody else says a word, if nobody else gives you the love that you want, know that the Lord already loves you with all his heart, that he gave his son, his only begotten son, for you. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Make sure you shout out all of those new individuals that you may see on our thread, and then share the manna. Share the manna with one other person. Got a word for you on tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now.